Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maryam, and today I am here with the third course of SQL. And these all are submitted to Dr. Hammad. So let's move to our content. This course also contains 4 chapters. In the first chapter, which is case statement, we're going to study simple case, count, conditions. And second chapter is all about subqueries, in which we're going to study where, from, everywhere. And the third chapter is related to correlated queries, nested queries, and common table expression, CTE. And the fourth is all about window function, in which we're going to study over partition and CTE. So let's start with the first chapter. So what actually case statement is? It contains when, then, and else statement finish with the and. Case syntax is when the X is 1, then the result will be this. When, then, else, and else. Case when. Case when the home goal and away goal, and then the team wins. And when it is greater than the other goal, then away team wins. Else, tie, and as outcome. This is the case syntax when. Example. Case when and then some. Here we are using case when and then. And the last one is else and as. Here we have added 2 conditions by the replacement of and. Correctly categorize your data with the case. Here we have also used the and in between the 2 syntax of the conditions. Aggregate functions. In case you need to aggregate, case statements are great for categorizing the data, filtering the data, and aggregating the data. Case when with the count. So you can also use the case when statement with the count. We have to use the parentheses and we have to write the count all before this syntax. This is so simple with this aggregate function sum. And this is also same as in the case of average. And it is also same in the case of rounded average. So these are the problems that we're going to discuss, and we will write the syntax of this. Here, the problem is complete the first case statement, identify Barcelona or Real Madrid as a hometown using the home team ID, and complete the second case. So this is, we have to select the date and then identify it by using case statement. Case when home team ID is given, and then else and as. So here we have uses case when. So what actually subquery is? A query nested inside another query is known as subquery. We have to select the column from the table, and from we are going to use subquery. Select column from table as a subquery. So why are we going to use subqueries? Comparing groups to summarize values. How did Liverpool compare to English Premier League's average performance for that year? Reshaping data. What is highest monthly average of goals scored in the Midland? Combining data that can be joined. So simple subqueries are select column from the match, where the home goal, and then we are going to use the subquery. So this is the problem. We have to complete the subquery inside the from and clause. Select the country name from the country table along with the date, with the goal and the away goal, and then the total goal column from the match table. Create a column in the subquery and add the home in that. We have to create a column in the subquery that add homes and away goals called total goals. This will be used to filter the main query. Select the country, date, home goals, and away goals in the main query. Filter the main query for the game with 10 or more total goals. So, as he has said, we have to select country, date, home, and away goal from the column, from the table. And we are going to add a subquery from the match. And here we are using alias, C for country, name, M for other matches name, and M home goal, a recall. So match from match at M, left join country SC on M country is equal to C.id. Where the total goals, here the filter query is given. Total goals is more than that. So this is all. And now we are going to study the subqueries. Correlated nested subquery can be correlated and correlated. CTE, common table expression, table declared before the main query and name and referred later from the table. With CTE as, this is the syntax for using CTE. And why we are using CTE? To execute once, CTE is then restored in the memory, improves the query performance and the organization of the queries and referring the other CTE. Declaring differentiating techniques. Joins. Combine two or more tables. It can be simple and use operation and aggregates. Correlated subqueries that match subqueries and table, avoid limits of joins, high processing time. Multiple and nested subqueries use the transformation, improve accuracy and reproducibility. CTE organize the subquery and can reference the CTE. So which do I use? It's all depend upon the database or your question. The technique that best allow you to use and reuse your query, generate and create an accurate result. Different use cases for join and for all the, for join, what is the total sales per employees? Then we're going to use joins. Who does each employee report in a company? Then we use correlated subqueries. And in nested subqueries, what is the average deal size closed by the each sales representative in a quarter? CTE, how did the marketing, sales, growth, and engineering teams perform on a key matrices? So we are going to generate a rank. Select the column, and then we will rank by over and order by. Here we are using over and partition by. So this is the statement of accomplishment from the Datacamp of the third course, Intermediate SQL. That was all from my side for explaining the third course.